In The Anxious Generation, renowned social psychologist Jonathan Haidt explores the alarming rise in mental health issues among adolescents since the early 2010s. This groundbreaking work delves into the complex interplay between technology, social structures, and childhood development, attributing the current crisis to what Haidt terms the Great Rewiring of Childhood. The mental health crisis Haidt presents compelling evidence of a significant increase in depression, anxiety, self-harm, and suicide rates among teens, particularly affecting girls. This trend is not limited to the United States but is observed in various Western countries. Part 2: Statistics and Observations. Mental health issues have more than doubled for adolescents since 2010. Previously affecting 5 to 10% of teens, now impacting 10 to 20%. Sharp increase in emergency room visits for self-harm among girls, rising suicide rates, especially among adolescent girls. Similar trends observed in Canada, Australia, and other developed nations. Haidt emphasizes that this is not just a continuation of previous trends but a sudden and dramatic shift coinciding with the widespread adoption of smartphones and social media platforms. Part 3: The Great Rewiring. Haidt argues that the period from 2010 to 2015 marked the great rewiring of adolescent neural systems, priming them for anxiety and depression due to extensive daily smartphone use. He identifies several mechanisms by which this rewiring occurs. 1. Sleep deprivation. Constant connectivity disrupts natural sleep patterns, essential for mental health. 2. Attention fragmentation. Frequent notifications and multitasking impair focus and cognitive development. 3. Addiction. Social media platforms are designed to be addictive, hijacking reward systems in the brain. 4. Increased loneliness. Despite constant online connection, real-world social interactions decrease. 5. Social comparison and perfectionism. Curated online personas lead to unrealistic expectations and feelings of inadequacy. Haidt explains how these factors interact to create a perfect storm for mental health issues, particularly during the crucial developmental stages of adolescence. Part 4: Gender Differences. Haidt notes that social media tends to damage girls more than boys, attributing this to girls' tendency to internalize problems. Greater susceptibility to social comparison and body image issues, higher rates of cyberbullying and online harassment experienced by girls. Conversely, boys are more likely to withdraw into the virtual world, leading to decreased real-world social skills. Addiction to video games and online content, potential radicalization through online echo chambers. These gender-specific impacts have far-reaching consequences for individuals, families, and society at large. Historical context and contributing factors. While smartphones and social media are central to Haidt's argument, he acknowledges other potential factors that have been building over time: decline of play-based childhood since the 1980s, increasing academic pressure and structured activities, overprotection in the real world, leading to reduced resilience under protection online, exposing children to inappropriate content, changes in educational settings and worldviews, broader societal shifts in parenting styles and cultural expectations. Haidt argues that these factors created a foundation for vulnerability, which was then exacerbated by the introduction of smartphones and social media. Part 6: Proposed Solutions. Haidt outlines 4 key reforms or new norms to address the crisis. 1. No smartphones before high school. Delay introducing personal devices to allow for crucial developmental experiences. 2. No social media before age 16. Protect younger teens from the most harmful aspects of online interaction. 3. Phone-free schools. Create learning environments free from digital distractions. 4. More independence, free play, and responsibility in the real world. Foster resilience and social skills through unstructured experiences. He emphasizes the need for collective action to implement these changes effectively, calling on parents, educators, tech companies, and policymakers to work together. Part 7: Criticisms and Counterarguments. While Haidt's work has been widely praised, some critics argue that the role of other factors, such as economic instability or climate anxiety, may be underestimated. The benefits of technology for some marginalized groups are not fully acknowledged. The proposed solutions may be challenging to implement on a large scale. Haidt addresses these concerns in his book, maintaining that while other factors contribute, the smartphone revolution remains the primary driver of the current crisis. Conclusion: the anxious generation serves as a wake-up call, urging society to reevaluate its approach to childhood in the digital age. By addressing these issues head-on, we can work towards restoring a healthier, more balanced childhood experience and potentially reverse the concerning trends in adolescent mental health. Haidt's work challenges us all to consider our role in shaping the future of the next generation.